attitude. Your heart is a magnet, I'm coming at you. Girl, you're my target, I'm aiming at you. You're a comet, I'm trying to catch you. We can break any rule they ever taught you. Forget about anything they ever bought you. Cause me and you don't need a lot in this world to get by. Plus you know I got you, you pull me in. I don't resist, time seems to fly but the clock doesn't tick. I crash into you, we both feel the hit. We both feel the way that our chemicals mix. And I wish that
if I just keep my eyes shut, maybe this time it'll be enough.
So I need the dark. Without you here, I would never see the stars. I'm headed for you, foot on the gas. I'm coming straight at you, no looking back.
Say so right now until the truth comes out. I gave you everything, and I gave you everything. Say so right now and left alone, cried out. I gave you everything, and I gave you everything.
Good evening everyone on the APAC server. We are back with the professional tournament day 2. We're following this rounds 3 to 4. And I've talked about the professional tournament format yesterday, but so that you know, this is a new format, although not quite different than the previous ones. So the main difference here is that the top 2 in this stage will qualify to the Blitz Cup, while the 3rd to 6th placing teams will advance to the playoff, which will then decide the remaining 2 teams for the Blitz Cup. in case of teams having the same number of round wins, we will enforce the following tiebreaker rules. But I'm not going to explain in detail about each parameter. I will do so as we approach to the end of the professionals tournament. So far, here is the table for the APAC server. ID Risk and RN are tied in the first place, with GB in the fourth, LAOS in fifth, ICT in sixth, DT in seventh, and CHRAS in eighth, having won no battles so far. Will that change tonight? We will find out. And the Blitz Cup will be held in November, not quite far from now. But as you can see, the schedule tomorrow is rest day for the professional tournament, and I put my name down to follow the challengers tournament, and hopefully we'll get some really good stuff. Here are the maps. So round 3, we have the following maps: New Bay, Rockfield, Vineyards, and Desert Sands. Round 4, we have Lagoon, Navy Frontier, Canal, and Dynasty Spur. Let's take a look at the odds here. As the odds are saying, LAOS versus Risk will go in favor of Risk, although there is a decent chance that LAOS could pick up a couple of battle wins. ID are predicted to win against Sheras, and so is GB with a big margin. However, ICT versus RN, this is going to be a close one, with RN favored to win, and I'm following this fixture tonight. For the challengers and the lower echelon championship, we have To Go versus Nemat, predicted to go in favor of Nemat. Outer to knock out El Boso. Top to win UX, although they lost to UX 03 yesterday. We will see if they're going to show up and make a comeback. XPT predicted to win King 3-2. We all know XPT were the lower echelon championship winners last season. Power rating, after the previous skill tournaments, as you can see, there is an undersampling issue with the teams that qualify in the first skill tournaments, bar ID, as we have a lot of history with them, but not for LAOS. So we could say LAOS going up the leaderboard, as they could win a couple of games. And Sheras, I think they're currently in fourth, but I think they were elevated by a couple of massive wins in the second skill tournament. But so far they haven't won a single battle, so their rating will drop a lot, to be fair. And then there are a couple of teams that are not participating in either challenges or low echelon championship. I think the ones will be last, ODG, RSOC, and Alpha. So a lot of absentees. I think all of them are eligible to play. For OTG, they chose not to play the Challengers tournament, and the other clans they are eligible to play in the low echelon championship, and they haven't put their team down. Especially for LAOS, I do think they stand a good chance in the low echelon championship, although they might not have trained for the season. I do say that their experience will be enough to go very far in the low echelon championship, to be fair. But I digress. So let's take a look at the groupings for Challengers, Low Echelon Championship, and other fixtures that are happening tonight. Group 1, we will have To Go versus Lima first, and the winner will face IMX. The Challengers tournament, we will have El Bozo versus Alter in the lower bracket final. The winner of that will face Elite. For Low Echelon Championship, we have UX versus Top. The winner of that will face YK Set. And Group 2, we have XPT versus K. The winner of that will face 10JK. Glad to have all the clan logos for the APAC server, which is great. I don't think I have I have that last season. So for challengers, we already have IMX and Elites in the final stage. As you all know, IMX debuted last season, and I think this season they have a good chance in getting in winning the challengers tournament. As for Elites, previously known as Jomon, could also challenge for the win too. Lower Echelon Championship, we already have YKZ and 10JK. I think 10JK is like the wild card here. I don't think a lot of people were expecting them to already qualify to the final stage, so congratulations to them. Huge job there. Okay, for the professional tournament, first up, LAOS versus Risk. Will not be streamed by anyone. ID versus CHRAS. Rose AFK is playing in ID team, so this is why he's not streaming. I'm the only one streaming the APAC professionals. GB versus DT also will not be streamed. I hope I picked the right fixture to follow, because yesterday we got 2 tiebreakers on the APAC server and no tiebreakers for the EU server. Hopefully we'll get some tiebreakers tonight on the EU server. The maps, will be New Bay, Rockfield, Vineyards, and Datasets, as I've announced already. I think New Bay, I think from the maps I'm seeing right here, New Bay is quite heavy oriented, but not for Rockfield, Vineyards, and Datasets. So, so I've been looking at ICT versus RN. Doing very well with aggressive strats. This map pool, I think RM will benefit a lot in the next 3 maps. Not the first map, the other 3 maps. So ICT could potentially capitalize on this and do very well on New Bay. They are good with positioning, so New Bay, you can do some really amazing positioning and get your way. But if we also look at whether the map is cap oriented or mobility or brawl oriented, cap based or brawl based, New Bay I think will be a little bit more on cap based, but could also be quite brawly too. Rockfield, however, is quite cap based, and for Vineyards and Datasets, both of them are brawl based. So for our end, I think they will benefit a little bit more in the first 2. I know that ICT are very good with their individual skills, so potentially they will have an advantage with the brawls. So I do think it's kind of a balanced map for both of these teams. So I don't think particularly any team here would have a favorable map than over the other. So it's a really good mixture, I have to say. And hello to everyone so far in the chat, Shabim and Yuriko. I think I saw a comment for you. I think it's you, Yuriko, that made the comment about Quick. I think Quick versus 3-2. I think I made a comment. Probably wasn't really answering directly to your opinion there, but yeah, Quick versus 3-2. This is the first fixture I streamed yesterday on the EU server. Very impressive performance by 3-2. I have to say they are amazing with crossfire and their teamwork. And you, Josh, was instrumental with a lot of the victories there, doing a lot of important crossfire to put those kind of small number of fights to an edge, or at an edge. Particularly, I think there are a couple of questions about the positioning of Quick and the strategy that they laid out on Middleburg. But I think what could be said is that Quick is just not as good with the focus fire and the shot efficiency, I think, as well. Not to say that that Quick are bad in those 2 aspects, but I up against a team like 3-2, it does seem like there is like a comparable difference there. And I'm very sure that they got into professional tournament doing very well in those two aspects, but I think that could also play into a role. So I don't think particularly the strategy is the issue for Quick. I do think it's just really the kind of the skill difference between the two teams, which is not the fault of Quick at all, because we know that 3-2-2 has been around for a really long time with the players, not the team. The players have been around for a really long time. And of course, over Josh won the Twister Cup in 2019. So of course, they just have a lot more experience than Quick. Although Quick those players have been playing together for quite some time, but not quite at the level that 3-2-2 players have gone to. So you didn't really see that kind of difference there. But they have tried their best. I know they have tried their best. And they gave us some really close games as well. So hopefully tonight Quick could win a couple. I'm just hoping that they can do that. Yeah. But yeah, just had some time to waffle on, but now we can focus on this game, in this game, because the room is up and there are less than 3 minutes. So let's talk about New Bay. So New Bay, very enclosed map, so you will expect a lot of super heavies. So the likes of Mouse, VK72 would be of much use. However, if you go to the British side, things will be a little bit different. It's a bit more open and it's a bit more undulated. So you could potentially see where the teams could go depending on the lineup they're taking. So if you are seeing a couple more hold down tanks, you could expect them to go more to the British side, because of course if you take the super heavies, a lot of super heavies, they the kind of the tall profile and also the openness would not work in their favor. So what we are seeing here, ICT are taking triple mouse, a VK, and I7, a T95 E6 in the batch hut. You could expect fewer tanks over to the British side, and probably a T95 E6 could take the British side, but I would not expect like 5 tanks over to the British side, which I think the mouse would struggle a lot here. As for our end, I think this could be a kind of like a versatile lineup with the triple 215Bs, triple I7, and the E100, or maybe not the E100, the VK72. So with this lineup, I think they will go more to the British side, as they will suffer if they play on the flat ground, which is to the southwestern corner. But they're going to take the double VK72. I think those 2 tanks, or maybe 3 of them, will go for middle. Maybe just one more to the British side to kind of pump the numbers over the British side up. But at last we are only seeing 2 VK72s. So that's what I'm guessing right now. ICT, I think they could have tanks over to nearer to the southwestern corner, with RM probably looking to take the bridge. We'll see if both teams are going to do a counter to each other, and we can see a completely different strategy, or a completely different route than what we're expecting here. So let's take a look at New Bay. Hello Patrick, how are you doing? I just forgot to ping my Discord server. I'll make sure to do that after this battle. So let's head up high and see where both teams are going to go. ICT red team from the north spawn, as I expected. They're going for B and C. With RN, oh, they're not going for the bridge side, contrary to my expectations. So this is going to be interesting. What are they going to do here with RN? Okay, actually not everyone to the C side. They're going to make use of the IS-7 speed to take C cap right at the beginning to give them the cap lead. But all in all, I think RN are playing this one quite defensively with ICT. Very defensive strat here. They're sending some tanks over to the bridge side. There is a mouse going for A. Oh no, just going uphill, not really for A, but so it's a bit of an unexpected strats from both teams. RN taking control over to the city side, but let's take a look at Captain Low. He has spotted Uncrowned going for B. I don't think Uncrowned will be able to get B. He will have to wait because it will be difficult to tackle Captain Low. He will be the one to reset the base. TJY has now jumped into A and to cap that base out, and that would not give ICT the cap lead. RN still has the cap lead. And we will see what's going to happen here. Oh, good shot onto Captain Low by Uncrowned. But I think Captain Low also fired. So it's just an equal trading here. But I would have thought that Uncrowned has a much more difficult shot than the Captain Low, as it shows this time round. Uncrowned bounces onto the side armor of Captain Low, which is very difficult. I mean, he's probably aiming for the mouse cheeks, which is penable even with the normal AP shell. But if you can wiggle your turret around, you can probably bounce a shot. And IS-7 is not particularly accurate as far as I'm aware. And Captain Low's gone. I forgot the mouse. I do remember the mouse has like a 0.4 dispersion as well, so it's also quite inaccurate. I don't know if they've buffed that since, but I think Uncrowned, the pike nose is an issue when it comes to side scraping. Very easy to unangle your pike nose, and then enemies can just put a normal AP shell to the kind of like the head-on pike nose. So yeah, I think IS-7 good armor, but then when it comes to side scraping, it does come with a bit of an issue here. Not a lot is happening. RN's just waiting ICT to do something because they have the cap. They do not have the hit point pool lead. They do not want to lose unnecessary hit points. Uncrowned already taking 2 shots from Captain Low, but others they haven't taken a hit. Not the RM we expect from summer season. This is a very defensive RN. But you can't blame them for being defensive. But why would they want to push in this situation? Because they don't need to do that. They don't want to risk losing a lot of hit points because also ICT with really good armor. Oh, but Trash took a hit there. It's not good. I think RN, they're really hoping that ICT will fluff their push, because so far ICT is doing better in trading, and as long as ICT keeps on bleeding RN, they will have an easier time to push. And we could potentially see Hoshino going for B in the mouse. It's an issue for RM, but Uncrowned there to reset Hoshino on another reload. B is still being captured by Hoshino, but we could very well see a push coming in from the VK-72s. Let's follow this for a moment here. They're going up. TJY is trying to run away. Will not receive a hit, or will he receive a hit? Judgment puts a great shot onto Monkey, but B has been captured by ICT. And we are seeing a big push coming from RM onto Hoshino. Hoshino's on fire. A bonus for RM. They're going to not send everyone for Hoshino for now. They're looking for another target. They have found Yorigami as the focus. Kujo's is pulling back because he's the focus for ICT. Great hip on push out from RM. Wadu is out. ICT making a push over to the middle side, but Yorigami is out of the equation. Now it's a 5 versus 6 situation. Hit points still in favor of ICT, but the numbers are in favor of RN. But they lost Trash in the IS-7. So now the numbers are even. RN, they lost Kujo as well. Uncrowned, good shot onto ICT careful, but the Judgment will hope to last as long as he could, because he's definitely outnumbered. But there is also another cap from TJY in the back chat on to say Uncrowned is out of the fight. Careful has been removed from the battlefield. It's now a 4 versus 3. Off meeting takes a big one from the double bounces. And I am betting going for Captain Low, I believe. But maybe he cannot now because it's 2 versus 1. Y is now quite low. Judgment is still brawling with Y. But I really love what the Batchat is doing, trying to steal all 3 caps. And RN will not win the first battle. Well done to ICT. Great defense from ICT. Although it's actually ICT that needs to make a move. They try to put a tank over to B. RN trying to address that issue. But I think the main issue for RN is that they have 2 VKs trying to chase down that Batchat. Remember, the VK does not have good mobility. And we are talking about going up the slope, it's gonna be extremely slow, and Aaron really lost that middle side. That push from Aaron's not bad. It's not bad. They are sharing hit points, which is good, but they are not getting a big upper hand there either. So with ICT doing a lot better over to the middle side, and also there is a Batchat which is freed up as they are able to cope with the middle side. That Batchat was able to capture the remaining bases to give ICT so much breathing space there. So great job to ICT. And sometimes you really want that want that Batchat, is because if you can free up that Batchat, sometimes you can really go for those bases. And give you an edge. So well done to ICT. 1-0 it is for them. Just going to ping everyone. I know Wargaming has forgot to ping everyone on on the Discord server. So hopefully I've not missed anything here. Oh. So we are going for the second battle here on New Bay. This time ICT will take quadruple mouse. Achieved in 215 be a Crown Bargain, with RN going for double Crown Bargain the mouse, a Strip K, triple VK72s. Whew, let's see what both teams are going to do. ICT, are they going for City Strat? Will RN go for the bridge side this time? They're going for the bridge side. And there are 2 Crown Bargains, so you definitely could expect those Crown Bargains to hold down nicely. And the Strip K, I think the first time we are seeing after the nerf. Yorigami going for C, that will give ICC the cap lead. No one has gone for B so far. Will RN go for an immediate push? ICT going to send everyone to the bridge side. Let's see how the mouse is going to work, because that could be an issue for them with that tall profile. But so far in terms of trading, ICT is doing slightly better. Wado taking a lot of hits already. Going for this position, trying to shoot whoever's trying to go for Ray. But unfortunately, I think he has splat way too much. It's down to less than 1,000 hit points. And RN, oh no, Iron Brett Tang is getting surrounded by the mouses. I think RN needs to do something now. They are in trouble. CHRAS is taking a look at Monkey, and I think they want Monkey out of the way. Good focus fire there. Don't want to panic, don't want to push right at the beginning, because it probably won't work for now. But if they can take out Monkey, they could take control over to the middle side, which is what they need at the moment here. Monkey is trying to pull back, and good hit on pushing from ICT in the middle. I think ICT could win the middle side, and that could spell disaster. But Monkey is out. Uncrown is out in the VK72. And ICT has made a move for the bridge side. Y is out. It's now 5 versus 6. Hit points in huge favor for ICT. A lot of one-shots for our end. But ICT, they need to start killing off tanks. Otherwise, that would become an important factor in the late game. Cujo still reloading with a lot more hit points here. Good shots onto Hoshino. Wado's out. And Brett Tank takes out Yorigami, but Captain Low will take out Iron Brett Tank. Meaning it's now a 3 versus 4 Trash, looking to put a big one onto Careful as Cujo takes out Hoshino. It's now a 3 versus 3. Judgment is still alive, but barely. Trash down to 1 shot, and Captain Low takes out Judgment. Big HE shell onto Careful by Trash, and Cujo with very, very low DPM would suffer in this situation, and this would mean ICT will lead 2-0 at our end. It's on the back foot. Well done to ICT. Great job dealing the middle side, catching RN off guard. Don't know what happened to the other side, but ICT taking a lot of control to the middle side. RN with I think it was Wadu losing too many hit points at the beginning. ICT for them just picking up the pieces. And I think ICT just I think this is a much more dominant performance by ICT. I think they just had better positions here. RN they were caught on the back foot with already while they're losing so many hit points at the start, and also getting flanked by those mouses. Although the focus fire from our end is not bad at all. I think the focus fire from both teams are quite even, to be fair. But with ICT having better positioning than our end, I think this could make all the difference. But things could turn out differently over to Rock Feud, as this is going to be a completely different map than New Bay. As Rock Feud is a lot more open, so I think our end, if they can go back to their aggressive ways and do some great crossfire, they could do very well. So maybe I was right about the heavy oriented maps, that ICT are doing better in those. With RN could be better with the mobility oriented maps. But we shall see, as ICT will have an IS-7 double crown, triple chieftain, and a Batchat, and RN going for an quadruple I7s, double FV215Bs, and a Badger. And again, there is an ongoing giveaway. We're again giving out 3 battle passes, November battle passes. So if you want to join the giveaway, please fill in the form. The link is in the description and also pinned in the chat. And with that being said, let's also take a look at Rock Feud, because I forgot to brief you about Rock Feud. Rock Feud is a map that is quite open, but then it's also quite cap based, because you have the A cap, which you can potentially get by using a bit of cover, and also C, very well covered from the A side. And then there is that B cap, you know, the B cap in the middle. That base, if you can get it right at the beginning, that's going to give you a lot of advantage. But you will see a lot of action centered around B, as they want to get that second cap to fly away with the cap lead. But TJY in the back trap, not going for spots, going immediately for C. But will RN deal with that immediately, as Crown is already there to shut down TJY? Great first shot there. TJY fires one, but Uncrown is just reloading, ready to put a second shell onto TJY. TJY might be trapped. Drops the tungsten shell. Big row. Judgment also dropping the tungsten shell. TJY in deep trouble. Now RN's going quite aggressive here. TJY barely surviving. He needs to run, but can he run? That's the million-dollar question. But RN's push is so far hampered by ICT wrestler defending. And now Cujo trying to chase down TJY, takes down TJY. Important kill right here, and it's now a 7 versus 6. RN, they're going for Wynix, and for the other side, they're going for Monkey. It's all about the focus fire from both ends. Trash focus for ICT. Cujo going for Monkey, but Trash is being taken out. Judgment going out to try and hold down there. But RN's next focus is on Super Nub, with ICT now looking for off-beating. But off-beating is very healthy, so they will take some time taking out that tank, and RN is steadily winning this brawl. Uncrowned on one shot, and RN is now looking for Captain Low. Ooh. What a fabulous push from RN. More like the RN we see in the grand final of this summer season. Amazing focus fire. ICT. That match chat unfortunately got trapped while trying to capture C. May have left it way too long in running. As long as RN is trying to send a tank to take out C, you know that things will go very south. If that match chat runs away a lot earlier, I think that this battle would turn out a lot differently. But you have to give credits to RN for that focus fire. That discipline is unmatched. And also look at how RM puts their low hit pool targets behind. Because ICT is struggling in finding the target to focus. I mean, they took out Uncrowned quite quickly. Is it Trash? Yeah, took out Trash quite quickly. But then they're hesitating whether to push forward or to kind of go back and kind of deal with RN's push. Because if they push forward, they're dealing with one very healthy tank. But it's just only one tank, could be taken out quite quickly. But then there is also the tanks that are trying to push of RN tanks pushing. So I think ICT were caught in a dilemma, and that kind of that second of hesitation allowed RN to march through and continue with their discipline and focus fire. It's a strong performance by RN, meaning now the scoreline is 2-1 and the game is on. It will be the second time that ICT lose a 2-0 lead if it happens, if it really happens. Thank you to Wargaming for pinging now. And thank you for more than 20 people watching so far. Hello to Kuga and Nair and Shamina. I hope I have said hello to you, and Cringe and Patrick. We're back on Rockfield. Looking at the lineup here, ICT will take double chieftain and I7 and a mouse, a bat chat and double 215 base. RN going for quadruple I7s, double chieftain and a crown. Hello Tolia, great to see you here. How are you doing? Oh, lovely to have Tolian here in the chat. So let's go. ICT will send most of the tanks over to C, with RN sending everyone to A this time. Reminds me of that grand final against Risk, but no one is going for A for ICT. So if they push right in, then they are going to find no one. This time TJY is not going for a cap right away. He's going for the spot, and he spotted a lot of people. Not a bad location to spot. Now ICT has all the information in the world. I think they're going immediately to see. They try to get that cap lead, but A is being captured by Wadu at the moment. Can ICT reset A? They're not in position to do that. So, but what ICT is doing, they're sending more than one tank to C, which will give them the cap lead, and RN are just pushing right in. Those IS7s are going for Y. Y is in the mouse. It will take some time to take out Y. And Y is also out in the open for the backside, so he has a lot of support. So I think the IS7s can't go in straight away. That would not be ideal at all. But I think they're just going in. But it could also be Y overcommitting. But at the moment, the IS7s are taking 2 hits. ICT are dealing with this push. Wise bounce has received a lot of bounces. I think ICT are biting back. Oh, and their push doesn't seem to quite work out at the moment. CHRAS dropping the tungsten shell. This is all about hip-hop push sharing for RN and ICT. Whoever does better focus fire and hip-hop push sharing, they will win. Careful dropping the reactive armor at the right moment. But now look at this brawl. Everyone is going each toe-to-toe in ICT spawn. But the first tank down will be for Y. But off meeting, flanking from behind, he is going to be extremely crucial. ICT Careful is now down to a one-shot potentially. Hoshino on an ammo rack. Careful is out, Wado is out. RN steadily winning this focus fire battle. Hoshino is now focus for RN. But Hippos are still in favor of ICT. It's not over yet. TJY in the back chat could be crucial in the late game. But in terms of guns, RN has the advantage. RN just need to keep those guns alive. Take out Super Nub. Captain Low looking to kill Uncrown. It will be bunking out Uncrown instead. Super Nub is now out of the fight. Brett Tank is now chasing TJY. That will minimize effectiveness of TJY. Off meeting the focus for ICT. Captain Low and Monkey looking to put shots onto off meeting, and they killed off meeting. Oh my god, TJY has been taken out by Ibratek and the Crown Fargan. Important kill right here. I totally missed that 1v1 fight. It could have been extraordinary. Monkey King is now down to a one-shot. Kujo takes out Monkey. But commiserations to ICT. Ibratek definitely the man of the match right there. If he did not kill TJY, ICT would have won it surely. Ibratek is now out of the fight. CHRAS dropping the tungsten shell. Captain Low, the last person standing. And RN, you do not want to underestimate their brawl. They can brawl very, very well. Wow. Thanks for the shout out. Thanks for the compliment, Tolian. And hello to Pyko from North. Amazing performance from you yesterday, and hopefully we'll see another amazing performance tonight. I'll be following Win versus Akatsuki in round 4, so hopefully we will see some good performance from you again. Wow, what a great brawl from our end. Oh, we're now on some Vineyards, and then let's just take a look at Vineyards. Scoreline's now 2-2. Vineyards quite similar to Rockfield, so I don't think you will see much difference in RN's playstyle. Very open. You have the kind of the city area. You can play caps in that way, but most of the time it could descend into a big brawl. But also because it's so open, crossfire could become quite important. So if we are seeing 3-2 playing on Vineyards tonight, I think this map is going to be the most favorite map. But this map has only just returned this season. But it has been on the map pool for quite some time. So let's see how both teams are going to play here. Vineyards ICT versus RN. Yes, it's the real Tolian, I think. Of course, it's the real Tolian. Oh no, not doubting that. Right, just saying more messages. Okay, let's take a look at the lineup here. ICT going for double T95 E6, double Chieftain, a Crown, a Badshot, a VK72, RN going for triple Crown, double T100 LT, T15B, and an IS7. Right, ICT. They don't want to lose another 2-0 lead again. But RN, they must be overjoyed with 2 dominant performances on Rockfield. But game is on. It's now even Stevens with Wadu in that Team 100 LT looking to get quick spots. Whether ICT going for the northwestern area, or maybe he's going to a position to reset B. This is a move that I see long time ago, but sometimes it works really well, sometimes it just goes completely haywire. But we can see Wado spotting TJY. TJY might be in deep trouble. Will Wado shoot something? Because if he shoots, he will expose his position. So he's not doing that. He is going to play it safe. ICT still doesn't know where Wado is. They know now, but they don't know that Wado has the lines of fire onto TJY. So TJY will be happy that he has not received a hit yet. But Wado missed the shot. TJY receives a hit. TJY is now moving back. Will we see a push from RN? Probably not, because Iron Red Tank has taken 2 hits. Wado has taken 1 hit. But if Iron wants to push, they might want to do it now. T95 E6 could be there to shut down the Crown Vargas, but TJY received a lot of shots. And ICT, the T95 E6 are going to be extremely important here. They're not trying to put shots onto Crown Vargas. They're trying to chase down Wado. Wado is now quite low. Hit points are still in favor of ICT. RN's Crown Vargas are in deep trouble, to be fair. T95 E6 still has a lot of hit points. But ICT are also bleeding left, right, and center. So I think ICT really needs to start making use of their positioning. As the T95 E6 are trying to farm Uncrowned, RN is in deep trouble, I'm afraid. Uncrowned now down to a 2-shot. And ICT are sitting this out. I think they're trying to wear down RN. And Uncrowned has been taken out by Yorigami. It's now a 7 vs 6. ICT are gradually getting the lead here. Iron Red Tank is now the focus for ICT. He's not going to survive for long, and RN is unable to move, to be fair. Iron Red Tank's down to a 2-shot, and TJY is coming in to take out Iron Red Tank in their Crown Vargas. And it's now a 7 vs 5. ICT in much better positions. And RN hesitating in a push over to the B side, allowing the Crown Vargas to be trapped in the low ground. And ICT is now doing that counter push. RN will lose the next one, bringing the scoreline to 3-2 in favor of ICT. Captain Low takes out Kujo. Off meeting is out, and there's not much that RN could do in this situation. Monkey is now out, and Wado takes out TJY, but Captain Low takes out Wado, leaving the judgment the last person standing. And forgot to change the my scene, but you can see the game is going on, of course. So looking at the stats, I see just much better positions. T95 E6 are in the right positions to farm the Crown Vargas, and I think the issue with RN is they should have pushed forward. The positions they are staying are very prone to crossfire from the positions that ICT are taking. I think if they push, they will be shielded from their right side, and they should be able to take out the tanks that are that are near the city side. And I think if they do that push, RM would have a much better chance of winning. But for ICT, they just kept RN in position, in the wrong positions, and it wasn't. They didn't bring it to a brawl in the end. It's just that they just kept their good positions and they just worked that out. And now they're on the match point. They don't want to lose. They don't want to pick up their first ever point in the professionals tournament. All right. Let's take a look at the lineups for both teams. ICT, we are seeing Double Chieftain, a T95 E69, 7 a Batch had a VK72, and a Crown Vargas RN going for triple I7, the Crown Vargas T100 LT, a Batch hat, and the VK72. RN wants to bring it to a brawl again. This is why they won their match, their battles against ICT on Rockfield. ICT They know they did their homework. They know the best positions in certain moments. No doubt they are very good at that. But they really don't want to brawl. Aaron is just simply the masters of brawl. And let's see ICT whether they can continue that and the performance against RN on the second battle of Rockfield. B will be captured by RN right at the beginning with the T100 LT, while they're there to prevent ICT from getting in position to reset B. But look at the position of Wadu. Amazing stuff there. Good position to shut down Captain Low. Entire clip onto Captain Low. Captain Low down to one shot, tries to run away. Will run away safely, but will mean that Batchat is pretty much out of the fight for the rest of the battle unless RN are distracted, which is a horrendous start for ICT. Not the fault of Captain Low, however. More of a good position that Waldo has taken at the start. Why? I think overcommitted there. Takes 2 hits, and TJY takes 1. So far, so good for RN. They've played ICT a lot better, and this is the situation they want to be in. They want to have the cap lead. They want to have the hit point pool lead. They want to make it extremely difficult for ICT to rotate, and so far so good they are doing. With Uncrowned, IS7 hoping to get some spots here. Hello to Robert, how are you doing? Great to see you here as well. RN. They don't need to do anything. They have all the advantage. They don't want to lose the advantage by taking a risk. Although ICT really wants their first point because they haven't got a single round win so far. They are very close now. They just only need one more battle win. You can see this go to a tiebreaker. To be fair, RN is just doing everything correctly. The hit point pool lead is almost 3,000 for RN. Unless RN just simply bombs out. I really can't see how ICT is going to do this. They might get saved, but that will not put them at a cap advantage, as they will only have one at that time. Monkey will get saved, but A will not be captured. ICT just has only Hoshino near A, and RN has almost everyone looking at A. ICT are bleeding still. RN. Iron Breathtaking takes 1 shot. Let's hope we are not seeing an Amarak from RN side, but I'm afraid this could be what ICT needs in order to win. But maybe not. RN is making a bold decision to push onto A. Captain Lowe's a 1-shot. Hoshino is now going to be focused for RN. Is this going to work? They have the hit point pool lead, so I think this could be a good move to surprise ICT while they're trying to find out a way to rotate. ICT are rotating, but might be a bit too slow. Not the fault of the rotations, just that RN makes that push first. Hoshino the first thing out, and RN, they have Iron Breathtaking pulling back. Uncrowned trying to be the scapegoat. No, maybe not the right term, but Iron Breathtaking wants to stay alive, of course. Captain Low is now out. Iron Breathtaking is now out. RN is now trying to rotate to take out TJY and also the Judgment. So far so good for RN. 4 versus 6 now. Monkey is now down to 1 shot. Kujo is almost fully reloaded, but it will be trash taking out Monkey, and it's now a 3 versus 6. And RN will get 1,000 cap points as they have captured A as well. Complete performance by RN. Just doing a lot better with the trading, I think. Yes, they have the cap, but ICT just bled so much while trying to figure out a way to rotate. This time, RN got the better positions, not ICT. A bit weird, because usually you would think ICT know the right positions, but not this battle. RN 3 tanks doing more than 2k, but ICT only 1 tank doing more than 2k. And I really like how RN surprises ICT by pushing onto A, which puts ICT on panic mode. And what ICT did is that they tried to rotate to support the tank near A, but in doing so, they're going right out in the open and they're taking a long time. And by the time those ICT tanks had arrived, RN had already killed that tank, and they were automatically down by one tank. So we're now going to Tiebreaker. Let's take a look at Desert Sands, another brawl-based map. You would think that RN will be very happy about this map choice because there will be a lot of brawls over to the desert area. A lot of dunes and very undulated, but also quite open. The dunes are not tall at all. So if you might be on the high ground, then you could potentially farm, but you could also isolate tanks quite effectively. So you see what I mean? We will see if there is a brawl happening around the desert area. And as you can also see, the tanks that RN are taking. SEP 2.215Ps. ICT. I go with a bit of a diverse lineup. There is a 30B, but no bad chats. Yorigami in the 30B. Hello, Yaisho. How are you doing? Thanks for the donation from Yoda. It's Tay in my cup, so. And you see a new texture for Desert Sands. I think there is some changes with how you can put shots from the train tracks as well. So let's see what boat is going to do. RM will send everyone to the desert side. They're really forcing the fight to a brawl. ICT, I think Yorigami in the 30B could spot out. Oh, no. The 215Bs aren't going for the desert side. They're going straight through the middle. But they've taken a couple hits already at the beginning. So not the best start for RN. RN unable to return fire for now. But what will RN do? Will they keep on pushing? I think they're doing that exactly. ICT, 4 tanks going for B while exiting B. Good idea. Now the 215Bs keep on pushing, but ICT are sitting very deep. It will take some time for RN's 215Bs to arrive. Off meeting has already taken a lot of shots. Now RN looking for Captain Low. Will that work for RN? And will RN turn their attention over to the 2 tanks down the middle while they're very low now, looking for Y here. But Hoshino will be looking to take out Y, and unfortunately that's the case here. Y is on fire, has been killed by fire, and it's now a 6 versus 6. The off meeting is quite low. IC is now making a counter push. Big HE shot to the backside of Hoshino, but off meeting will be taken out by Super Nub as ICT are looking for Iron Bread Tank and Trash. 6 versus 5 now. It's looking very good for ICT. Good HE shot to the lower plate of TJY. But RN, Trash is going to go down. Oh no! Great kill from Trash onto TJY. It's now a 5 versus 4. RN is now focusing on to Super Nub. Big HE shots to Super Nub. But Judgment bounces the shots. 5 versus 3 now. Looking very good for ICT. Uncrowned has been taken out. Judgment. Good shot onto Super Nub. And now ICT are trying to pick up the pieces. And they will get their first important win against RN. Their first ever point in the professionals tournament. RN, commiserations. Great job on Rockfield and also that win on Vineyard. And ICT, great positioning in both of the battles against RN today. And they truly deserve to pick up a point here. 4-3 is the final scoreline. It's the 3rd tiebreaker out of 3 fixtures I have streamed so far on the APAC server. So let's keep that record up, shall we? Because the next one I'm following, it will be LAOS versus Sheras. The first time I will be streaming both of these clans. So I have lots of expectations for both of these teams. Hopefully we'll see another tiebreaker, but great job to ICT. I think RN just had too much adrenaline. Just just didn't quite connect with one another. I think they're just too spread out at that moment in time. I think they should not have pushed forward this time because, again, that aside open, you are literally going into like the very, very rear of ICT. ICT, I think they're a lot more patient than RN, and again, they had better positions, so they worked that out. And RN, I think there were a couple of HE shots which were splash shots instead of penetration shots. So ICT made use of that fact, and also I think they had more HE penetrations too. So well done to ICT. 4-3 is the final scoreline. So let's take a look at the results for other other fixtures, which I'm struggling to get into the page right now. I'm going to do it in the game instead then. Alright, so let's say if we have results for other... Oh, we have ID winning 4-1 over to Sheras. So well done to ID. How about LAOS versus Risk? Risk apparently won 4-1 against LAOS. How about GV versus DT? GV apparently won 4-0 against DT, meaning we now have ID and Risk in the top 2 with 3-round wins. ICT picked up a crucial point against RN, and they are now in the top 6 still. Actually, they were in the top 6 before the matches tonight. But they will pick up a crucial point, and the next opponent they will be facing is GB. LAOS in the 5th place over ICT with more superior head-to-head record. GV and RN tied in the 3rd place, and Sheras and DT tied in the 7th place. They have yet to pick up a single round win, but LAOS versus Sheras, this is going to be important. Will Sheras find a crucial point here tonight, and will LAOS cement their position in the top 6? Let's also take a look at the results for the Challengers tournament. And we are seeing Tugo 3-0 against DMAT, so well done to Tugo. Very big scoreline as well, and they will qualify to the final stage of the Challengers tournament. Alta 3-0 against Elboso, which means Alta is the other team that qualifies to the Challengers tournament final stage. Well done to both Tugo and also Alta. So we have our 4 teams in the Challengers tournament final stage. They are IMX, Tugo, Elites, and Alta. Let's now take a look at the results for the lower echelon championship. Who will be the other 2 teams joining YKZ and also 10JK? Let's take a look now. And Top versus UX scoreline is UX 3-0 against Top. I'm not sure if Top even showed up at all, but hopefully they did, but I was not expecting that scoreline at all. And King 3-0 against XPT. So well done to King. Which means we now have our 4 teams in the final stage of the lower echelon championship. They are YKZ, UX, 10JK, and K. XPT, the winner of the lower echelon championship last season, has now been knocked out, and I think we are starting to see a curse here. The winner of the previous lower echelon championship has always been knocked out in the group stage in the next season. So happened to UX last season. This time it has happened to XPT. So whoever wins the low action championship this season, you have to be careful of being knocked out in the low action championship group stage next season. We don't see such a curse for the Challengers tournament, however. DRX, well actually DRX, the winner of the Challengers tournament in the spring season, got knocked out in the group stage. But OD, the winners of the Challengers tournament last season, qualified to the professional tournament as CHRAS. So that curse didn't quite happen yet. But it also but then Elboso, which is previously RVE, no, that was LAOS. LAOS also qualified, but RVE was the third place and got knocked out as Elboso in the group stage. So kind of a curse as well. But we well, I digress. Yes, so you're completely correct here, Yuriko. Aaron couldn't quite push. She shouldn't make that move, to be fair. I think it was just adrenaline running high. And ICT was well set up for it. Group position. They just had the right positions to tackle that push. And there is also a rotation from ICT down the middle as well, which kind of caught Aaron off guard a bit. And ICT won that middle area too, or maybe not. They just made pushes from both sides simultaneously. And with the middle side, a good surprise, taking out a tank at least. I think, yeah, RN just did not have to. I think we're expecting a brawl over to the desert side, but was not expecting ICT to be all well set up and be patient. But yeah, right. So which means now I'm going to input the results to power rating, and now you will wait for the odds. While you're waiting, if you haven't joined the giveaway already, there is an ongoing giveaway. I will be giving out 3 November battle passes. To join the giveaway, fill in the form with the link in the description and also pinned in the live chat. I'm just going to end the poll of course I have to end the poll. Let me double check that 1 second for Jaguar. And yes, you did win a battle pass yesterday. So you cannot apply anymore. I will remove your name if you did apply. But yeah. But don't expect that November battle pass to come like right now, because that is meant to have to be distributed in November. So All right, so let me start churning out the predictions. All right, so the odds are now ready. I'm going to show you the odds now. I'm just going to save that, and then I'll publish to the right locations. So bear with me on this. Alright, there we go. Let's take a look at the odds for round 4 and also the challenges and low entry championship games. Alright, so here we go. LAOS vs Sheras. This game is expected to go to a tiebreaker. Are we going to see a 4th tiebreaker out of 4 fixtures I've streamed on the APAC server? And RN, I'll predict to win. Risk trying to take away the perfect start for Risk campaign. As for GV, they're predicted to win ICT 4-3, but is this going to be the case? Will ICT pick up yet another important point? How about the challengers and the lower echelon championship games? IMX are predicted to win to go 3-0, but is it going to be that big of a scoreline? I don't think so. I think it's going to be a lot closer, and also it doesn't really matter. Both teams already in the final stage. It's just for, you know, for CD purposes. Elites 3-2 against Alta. I think this could be the case. Could also easily be Alta. YKZ versus UX predicts go in favor of UX. And as for 10JK, an interesting prediction here, winning King 3-2 as they won King last time round. If or is it not? Yeah, they won King last time round. So can they win again? we will see. Going back to the lounge, I will now prepare the maps. The next couple of maps, and I will post the results shortly on my Discord server. And what else have I missed? Alright, no. Let me just show you the maps. The maps will be Lagoon, Navy Frontier, Canal, and Dynasty's Pearl. Okay, so again for tonight, I'll first be following an important battle, APA versus Bluff. And then it will be Akatsuki versus Win. So it's two matches that I'm very excited about. We will see whether APA is going to get their revenge against Bluff. Yesterday, APA won against 3-2. I think to a lot of people's surprise. But will Bluff be able to suppress APA? It would be good to see APA winning 3-2, 3-2 winning Bluff, and Bluff winning APA. We have that circle around. But it will not be the best when it comes to tie-breaking. So let's hope we don't go to that in the end. But yeah, not a lot of time remaining. I say the room will be up in any second. But I will not show you the room just yet. So great to see everyone here. Gotta give some mod roast. So please bear with me on this. Hang 3. Right. I think room is now up, isn't it? Yeah, room is up. So also something happened yesterday during the EU stream. At the end of the EU stream, my laptop just BSOD'd. I hope the same does not happen at the end of the stream, or worse during the stream. During this game, as we're following LAOS versus Sheras. We don't want that to happen. We don't want the worst to happen. And go and say hello to Wild as well. Okay, so while we're waiting, let's take a look at the maps for tonight. So let's take a look at Lagoon. Lagoon is a new map. I think only got released I think before the last season, if I remember correctly. So what's so the important bit of Lagoon is that the platform in the southeastern corner. That gives you the elevation and the overview, and will give you a lot of map control. If you can take hold of that platform, that will be amazing. But now, when the teams are going for that southeastern area, that platform will be hotly contested, so you can actually lose a lot of hit points going out there. But we'll see if we're seeing them going for that area, because we do see some teams going for the northwestern area instead. And then when it comes to cap strategies, I would think that the B cap will be quite important, but Lagoon can get quite brawly. I would say Lagoon is kind of a brawly map, to be fair. And then you have Naval Frontier, Canal, and Dynasties Pro. These other maps are more cap based. So LAOS and CHRAS, I haven't streamed them. Don't know which clan is better at which type of strategies, but you would expect the clan with better cap-based strategies would benefit from this map pool, although may not be from the first map, but could be for the next 3 maps. Yes, he got the power, Tolly. So let's see. One minute left to go. The lineups for both teams. LAOS, we are seeing an i7 and VK72 achieved in the batch chat, and 215 be a T95 E6 and an unachieved. CHRAS, on the other hand, we are seeing double IS7, Leopard 1, a 215B, and MLE at double, actually triple 215B, the exploding guy. This particular person, I think that this is his first time in the top 8. I think he's previously in Scam and also ICC Rise, so great to see him now becoming an official top 8 player. Good luck to you. Tonight, CHRAS have yet to pick up a single point, but we all know Naruto was in NQRY Riri as well. They know how to win games, but they had the more difficult fixtures at the start. But would this match be the start of a CHRAS comeback? Let's find out now. Lagoon. Hello, Axis. How are you doing? LAOS, red team from the south spawn with CHRAS, blue team from the north spawn. We're seeing most of the players of CHRAS going for A. With LAOS, let's take a look at the Foxy Laotian in the back chat, going for spots over to the A side. Oh, a lot of tanks been spotted. Laotian, will he keep? Oh, he shot once, but he's not been spotted still. But LAOS knows that most of the tanks of CHRAS are going for A, so that's a lot of information to be obtained by LAOS, and they're going to send tanks over to C as well. They're trying to go for that cap lead, and CHRAS could only get A, and they would need to make a rotation. And I think they have put themselves in a really tough situation, as LAOS will take control over this platform. And oh boy, how are you going to deal with this? I don't know. They haven't lost a lot of hit points though, so this is the only saving grace for them. But LAOS taking hold of that platform and 2 bases, that's a lot of map control in favor of LAOS. Let's see how CHRAS are going to tackle this, because this is going to be a really, really tough push. Are they going for a B cap? But you will see a couple of LAOS tanks will be there to reset B. So CHRAS, if they want to make a push, they would have to make a very decisive push. There is no room for hesitation at all. And of course, it's not like the other maps where when you get 2 bases, you'll get 10 capitals for 2 seconds to increase. Sheras is a bit of leeway in this. This is only like 6 capitals for 2 seconds to increase. But LAOS, B is now being captured by LAOS. Will LAOS have to respond to that? Langsang is trying to reset B, but now CHRAS are trying to crowd in to take out the bloody Regina. This is not good for LAOS actually. LAOS looking very disjointed at this moment. Bloody Regina is now under an ammo rank, so the DB is now going to be really, really low. CHRAS seems to be finding a breakthrough, so well done, but Exeter is on fire. Bloody Regina is now out, Exeter is now out, and it's now a 6 vs 6. Hippo's now lacking neck. The Foxy Ocean is out, is in the back chat with full hit points, and now LAOS are going for True, and the Foxy is trying to get Lanato out of the way. First shot in, and the second shot will also be in. True is now 1 shot, and it's now a 5 vs 4. Hit points still very close, but the numbers are in favor of LAOS at the moment. And LAOS are now looking for the exploding guy for the fella. But there are also a couple of tags going for Speedstar, but not found needs support. He cannot win that 1v1 fight. He has fewer hit points. And CHRAS, I think, is now banking on LAOS' lack of focus fire, and they're trying to take out Not Found and perhaps this the Among Us fan. Let's put it this way. Fireball Mouse is now dead. So it's now a 4 vs 3. Hit points neck and neck again. We don't know how this is going to go, but the exploding guys is going to be the focus for LAOS, or maybe not. LAOS needs to sort out the focus fire, because if they don't, they will lose. Langsang is now out, and we are seeing LAOS are chasing down the exploding guy. And it will be the Among Us fan taking out the exploding guy, which has exploded into oblivion. With Hermes, the last person standing, Foxy, coming in that bad chat. Gets tracked first. The second shot in. No, not the second. The second shot is a kill. Not, and Foxy doesn't have to use the entire clip. Oh, wow. Not a bad start from LAOS, but I would expect a little bit better with the situation they're in, because they have the cap lead, they have the right positions. However, CHRAS was given a lifeline with that push and capture on B, and LAOS focus fire isn't very on point, but so is CHRAS. CHRAS hasn't really capitalized on LAOS' mistake, and in the end, it was LAOS with slightly better focus in the end, and also the numerical advantage they possess. It was a bit of a back and forth situation, but if either team has slightly better focus fire, they could have won this one, and LAOS would take home their first battle win, but hopefully LAOS would do better in the next battle on Lagoon. You don't want to throw such a huge advantage like that. CHRAS, not a bad start. Capitalized on LAOS being a bit spread out, and let's see if they can do better this time. They're going to take double IS7, quadruple to 1-5Bs, and leopard 1 with LAOS going for an IS7, double chieftain, a crown, a bit bad chat, 2-1-5B, and T95 E6. So, about 20 more seconds to go. LAOS are currently leading by 1 battle, and CHRAS have yet to find their first win. Currently, LAOS have a round win, but not CHRAS. CHRAS with 0 round wins. And both teams will be looking to secure a spot in the top 6. And whoever wins will be in the much better position coming to the top 6. And LAOS now will send most of the tanks over to the A side, with CHRAS going for the A side as well. No one's going for the platform in the southeastern corner. And Foxy, once again, doing the spotting for LAOS. And last time he spotted the entire team of CHRAS going for A. This time, it's not the case. This time, LAOS doesn't know where CHRAS has gone to. With C not being captured, A not being captured, both teams are approaching this one quite carefully. Very defensive stuff from both teams, but it will be CHRAS with an even more defensive strat, as the Super Unicum has jumped into A. What will CHRAS do? Will they go for a push? As A is captured, LAOS just needs to hold back and defend. They have the cap lead. They don't have the hit point pool advantage, but they haven't lost a single hit point, so it's looking good for them. But Long Sung has taken a hit from Speedstar, but Speedstar has also taken a hit as well. The Bloody Regina tries for a shot onto Naruto, but it doesn't really quite hit. The Among Us fan takes one hit, but you can see CHRAS is now going to send a lot of tanks over to A. They're going to make a push. I think this could be a good push. It really relies on whether CHRAS can have good shot efficiency. It's all about the shot efficiency for CHRAS. They found the Super Unicum as the focus, but LAOS has promptly responded to this push, as they are now looking for Exeter. It's all about whoever can kill a tank first, but it will be Exeter that gets the kill, and that gets killed. The eyes is not a focus for LAOS, but we are seeing the Super Unicum and the Among Us fan being killed simultaneously. It's now a 5 versus 5 situation. This has to send it into a maelstrom, as CHRAS is going for Cat Girl Ocean. It's down to a one-shot. Good focus fire by CHRAS. They're steadily coming out on top. CHRAS are now looking for Langsang. Speedstar is now out. Langsang's now out. Now a 4 versus 3. However, the Foxy LAOS is still full health. But Hermes still very healthy too, so LAOS can he put some HE shells onto Hermes? No, it's not putting an HE shell, I think. But it's a very high roll there. Misses the second shell, and Hermes put a good one onto the Foxy, and now CHRAS is trying to pick up. Not found. LAOS not found. And the Bloody Regina is now focus for the Exploding Guy. But the Exploding Guy bounces his shot! And Bloody Regina is forced to retreat because of the bullishness of the Exploding Guy. And the Exploding Guy gets the kill with the Foxy Ocean getting removed from the battlefield. A much better performance by CHRAS. Great focus fire. Shot efficiency is kind of like so-so. It's like kind of like equal for both teams, but focus fire for CHRAS is slightly better, but also because they are the aggressor in this battle. So good job to CHRAS. 5 tanks doing more than 2k. LAOS, not terrible at all. 3 tanks doing more than 2k. I think just CHRAS just got hold of this battle a lot better than LAOS, despite LAOS getting the cap lead at the beginning. And now let's take a look at the second map. The second map will be Naval Frontier. Naval Frontier is a map, I would say, kind of cap-based, but it can get quite rolly too. You have the A area, which is not northwestern area, quite enclosed, but the southeastern area is a lot more open. So you might be able to figure out where the team's going to go depending on the lineup they're taking, but I would say it's very hard to tell. There are a lot of positions that you can take to reset bases, and this is, I think, the first thing on the list to do when it comes to training on Naval Frontier is to figure out the positions to reset bases. Usually both teams would know how to do that. So most of the time it boils down to late game phases where focus fire becomes very important, as you can easily isolate tanks with the terrain around them. So let's see who will get the cap lead, and let's see how the team is going to deal with a cap disadvantage, So let's take a look at the lineup here. We have LAOS going for I7 and VK72, T95E, like Batchat 215B Crown and I7, CHRAS going for double I7, triple FE215B, a Leopard 1 and a VK72. So let me just update the scoreboard. Scoreline is 1-1. So LAOS, red team for the south spawn, is going to send most of the tanks over to B and C, with Sheras also going for a similar strategy. But let's follow Hermes in the Leopard 1. We are seeing Sheras. Both teams going quite aggressive to see, but it will be Sheras with tanks getting shot at the start. But Sheras like, let's push. Push C is their call. Naruto, big show to the Bloody Regina, but they really need that focus fire in order for that push to work. Because what LAOS is doing, they're now countering this push. Langsang is now a focus for Sheras, but Naruto is a focus for LAOS. This is not looking good for Sheras, but also Langsang is now one shot. It will be Langsang getting killed by Speedstar Bloody Regina, unable to shield Langsang. It's now a 6 vs 6 situation. Hit was in huge favor of LAOS. Speedstar trying to brawl Bloody Regina, but LAOS trying to take out Speedstar. It will be Speedstar getting killed here. It's now a 6 vs 5 not found, down to a one shot. Exeter, it will not be the one killing not found, but it will be true. Super Unicum, very healthy, waiting for the third clip to reload. And now we'll unleash the entire clip onto Exploding Guy now. Exploding Guy down to a one shot. Foxy Laotian will not be the one killing the Exploding Guy. That will be the Super Unicum. Sheras struggling in this fight. Oh, but for Foxy Laotian is now dead. There is a chance. Sheras has the high ground. We'll see whether Sheras is able to make use of the high ground. I think Sheras has the positioning. I think things will flip. Things could flip. You never know. Hermes is now going to be an important player here. It's the only medium tank on the battlefield, but still the hit points are in favor of LAOS. That has changed. That has changed. Bloody Regina is down to one shot. Hermes looking to put a shot on Super Unicum. It's a miss there. Super Unicum down to a one shot. The eyes has killed the Super Unicum. And it's now a 3 vs 2. The Among Us fang is now dead. How did Sheras make a comeback like that? I was so certain that LAOS is going to win this one, but Sheras had the high ground in the end. They made sure they have enough tanks on the high ground. LAOS did not have tanks on the high ground. On the, you know, the spraying balls. I don't know, the bridge where there is like a pathway to the battleship. You see what I mean there. Sheras took hold of that, and they were allowed to farm. LAOS had the better focus fire, to be honest. Well, I think focus fire is similar, but LAOS certainly had the kind of the slight upper hand with the brawl on the low ground. Sheras lost some hit points at the start, and that push was a very risky push, but it worked out in the end when LAOS just did not have any tanks on the high ground. So well done to Sheras. Caught me completely off guard, so kudos to that. Scoreline is now 1-4. For the very first time Sheras are leading. So let's say Sheras, we are seeing Naruto in the mouse, Hermes in the Object 140, triple 205Bs, and double I7s. LAOS On the other hand, triple I7s, triple chieftains, and the bat chats. So let's say, New Frontier, will we see CHRAS continuing their strong performance against LAOS, or will LAOS start to make a comeback here? Will we see a tiebreaker? We will find out very soon. LAOS currently losing 1-2. CHRAS got this important win 2-1. That win is so important for them because they were in a difficult situation with the hit points and also the numbers, but them taking the high ground made all the difference for them. But LAOS will be sure to address this issue in this battle. So let's see what both is going to do. LAOS will send most of the tanks over to the AB side with CHRAS looking to do the similar thing, and LAOS is just trying to go for A right at the beginning, and maybe even for B. They're overloading that area. There is a blind fire going to the bush, but it doesn't hit anywhere. But CHRAS, Object 140, spotted the triple IS-7s. Are the triple IS-7s marching into B? They are pushing in. But A will be captured by the Foxy LAOS, and now CHRAS will be forced to make a move, as LAOS will be getting hold of both A and B. A has been captured by LAOS, and B will be captured by the Bloody Regina very soon. CHRAS will be forced to rotate, because the bowling guy could get C. That will reduce the gap from widening. Better than just getting no caps and allowing LAOS to have 2 caps. Oh no, true, what have you done here? A bit of careless mistake, taking a lot of hits from LAOS in a very defensive position. Takes another one. I'm afraid he has pinged out. I'm so sorry about that, true, but it looks like to me he has pinged out and he is unable to control his 215B. I sense a mutiny in the driver's seat, so there must be chaos going on in the driver's seat. But I hope True will fix his device very soon, his internet, and we could see a substitution in the next battle. It's now a terrible, well, a nightmare start for CHRAS. How are they able to turn this around? I don't know. 7 versus 6. LAOS. They just need to defend. They could also find a nice little tank, but they don't want to lose unnecessary hit points. They have all the advantage in this world. Not found takes 1 from Hermes. The Foxy LAOS might be able to put a shot onto Naruto. But LAOS is bleeding. And Speedster's trying to go for B, but without much support. The Exploding Guy tried to go up there. But I think... no. Very, very weird situation happening, unfolding right here. Bloody Regina has pinged out as well. So both teams have at least one player pinged out. Not sure what happened to the APAC server. There must be connection issues going on. And it has propagated into chaos. Both teams are trying to snatch a win here. CHRAS, they've lost Speedstar as well. Bloody Regina is also very low. It's now a 6 versus 4. Bloody Regina is now taken out. Not found. It's now a focus for CHRAS. But LAOS still has the cap lead. Not found. So one shot cannot turn his gun around to put a shot in. Foxy LAOS still very healthy in the back chat. Looking to clip out a tank, but misses the first shot. However, CHRAS will get B. But gets reset by the Chieftains. Hermes coming from the right side of the Chieftains. This is a pandemonium. But LAOS only need one more kill to win this outright. Super Unica misses the shot, and Among Us fans chasing down Hermes. But LAOS will get this win in the end, despite losing a tank to Ping, and CHRAS also losing a tank to the Ping. I think the man of the match for me is the internet connection issue on the APAC server has led to 2 kills. two very unfortunate kills. So only the cat girl ocean has done the same number of kills as the terrible internet connection. So so for me, I think that's enough. That's enough to grant terrible internet connection as the man of the match in this one. Very weird battle. We might see a couple of rotations from both teams. Will True be substituted and will bloody Regina be substituted as well? Let's see. Let's go to Canal. Let's take a look at this map. And Canal is a map that is very cap based. Whoever gets a cap lead will have a big advantage. But because everyone knows getting a cap advantage is very important, Canal should be the kind of the typical map in training when it comes to training your rotations. So it's a great map to figure out how to rotate effectively. There is this middle area, the valley, which is well shielded, potentially could allow some really sneaky flanks. But then you have the flanks on both ends. You need to do some rotation from both ends because the valley, the issue is it's a bottleneck and it's on the low ground, so you really need those flanks to kind of soak up, to reduce that kind of disadvantage that the middle side possesses. But at the same time, the flanks are out in the open, so it's kind of a balance between balance in the pushes, in the rotations. You really need to communicate very effectively. Of course, you don't want to go for a caps at the start of the push because this is exactly what the enemy team will be doing to maintain that cap lead. So scoreline's now 2-2. It's even again. So what will both teams do? LAOS will send most of the tanks over to B and A, with Sheras going for C. They are all spotted. They are taking the right side of the circle. No one is able to reset C from LAOS. They aren't taking the right positions to do that. But LAOS will go for A as well. No one from Sheras is going for D except Exeter, but he will arrive there at a much later time. That will give LAOS an important cap lead. It will be Sheras that needs to make the rotation, not LAOS. LAOS just need to stay put. And the I7s can hold down near B. So, Sheras, will they improve? Well, not improve. Will they make use of the trainings on Canal and give us an amazing rotation? It's all about communication here. Sheras, they're trying to obtain more information. I think Herbie spotted Rooney Lounge there. And he's taking the high ground to get more spots. Is he able to spot the I7s? Oh yeah, he spotted the I7s, but he himself spotted. Oh my god, another shot over to Hermes. Oh. I'm not sure if the light bulb has appeared too late. But one thing for sure, Hermes have stayed in that position for way too long. And the Hippos are in huge favor of LAOS now. This is not looking good for Sheras. They need that push, and the level 1 is like the main tank to obtain information. So this is going from bad to worse for Sheras. We are seeing Speedstar taking a hit there. Hermes going for this position, sticking close to the red line, hoping there is a type of LAOS peeking out and getting shot. But so far, Sheras hasn't spotted anyone. The cap points are still very LAOS. Only one kill is needed for Sheras to flip. But at the same time, Hermes is very low. So if Laos kills Hermes, then they have an even bigger advantage, and they can also afford to lose one more tank. But so far, CHRAS is still figuring out how to rotate, and they're stacking up near their spawn, near Laos spawn. And I think CHRAS is now making a push. But Laos is fully ready for this one. And also is coming from below. He is spotted. So Laos knows there is something going on near B and also down in the middle. Laos, how will they respond to this push? X is down to one shot. Great response from Laos. They are now focusing on to True. He's down to 1,112 hit points. But not found is also very low as well. But Nanos is trying to get B. This could be important. They need to prevent B from being captured. And we are seeing some reset shots over to Nanos. True. It's out. 5 versus 6. Nanos might not be able to get that cap. Foxy's a one shot. CHRAS really need that cap. But Naruto is forced to retreat as it's now down to a one shot. Langsang is now chasing down Naruto. This has descended into a tumultuous situation. Rudy is now out. Naruto is out. So 5 versus 4. Laos only needed one more kill. But CHRAS will need a couple of kills. We are seeing a cap stop here. The exploding guy jumps into A. This is the final moments for both teams. But Laos has killed Hermes, meaning the scoreline is now 3-2. Well done to Laos. Great job in defending. I think CHRAS almost got it. Almost got it. But the 215Bs was should have taken another position near that area. Because when they cross the bridge, they are spotted and they're a bit out in the open, so they know. So that Laos has the time to reorganize. But for Laos, 4 tanks to more than 2k, CHRAS 2 tanks to more than 2k. She was throwing everything in the last battle, but it doesn't quite work out for them in the end. Match points to Laos now. Can CHRAS get another win to bring it to a tiebreaker? 4th tiebreaker for tonight on the APAC server. This is on my wish list. Please make it happen. This will be the first time where 4 out of 4 games, the first 4 games in the tournament, in professional tournaments, have ended in a tiebreaker. This is unprecedented. I hope this will happen. I'm going to cheer us for this because I want another tiebreaker. So yeah, Laos triple I7s achieved in the batch of the VK72 and the VK and the FB215B. CHRAS going for probably quintuple 215Bs, a level 1 and an I7. So let's see. All right, Laos versus CHRAS. One more win for Laos, and they will win this fixture, picking up a crucial point, and also will put themselves in a good position in the top 6. As for CHRAS, can they spoil the party? Laos, they will send 2 tanks over to C. Both of them taking the right hand side of the circle. Oh my god! Oh, what a good start for CHRAS. A lot of shots onto Super Newcomers. Exploding guy trying to cross, taking 1 shot, 2 shots in return. But I think CHRAS is just going for a YOLO push onto C. Naruto coming in, trying to take out Super Unicom first. Exploding Guy's now the focus for LAOS. Unicom is now out of the fight, but Exploding Guy's not going to explode for long. It's not going to last for long, that's what I mean. But there are lots of misses from Sheras, but the Among Us fan just got murdered. So someone's a sus here for Sheras, and it's now a 5 versus 7, 4 versus 7 now. Langsang is out of the fight. We are very likely heading to another tiebreaker. Amazing focus fire from Sheras. Obviously, that ammo rack really helped them. But it's now 3 versus 6. No chance for LAOS to make a comeback here. Sheras, a big push right at the beginning. Yo, push. Working out for them. How about the very last map? How about the very last battle? But Bloody Regina is now out. Foxy's the last person standing. 4 out of 4 matches ending in a tiebreaker. This is the very first time in my streamer career that this has happened in the professionals tournament. So kudos to Sheras for making the score to bring the score into 3-3. You're all blessed. I handpicked the right fixtures to stream. We are going for another tiebreaker, the 4th tiebreaker, all in the professional tournament. Wonderful push from Sheras. Amazing focus fire. The shot efficiency could be further improved, but it's not the biggest problem here. LAOS just was a bit shell shocked by that push. And there is one tank doing no damage at all. Well, let's take a look at the tiebreaker map, which is Dynasty Spur, a completely different map than the last couple, which is a very enclosed map, but it's also somewhat cap-based, so you can see A and C being captured right at the beginning, and then B will be hotly contested. You can also see like everyone going for a B when they don't have the cap lead, try to force a cap lead. And it sometimes works, but at the expense of your hit points. But usually you'll be able to pull back quickly and will force the other team to push. So let's see if it's going to happen in this case. LAOS. We are seeing double VK72s, an ISM with a Chieftain, a 215B, and Mouse, and also another Chieftain. Sheras, on the other hand, quadruple 215Bs, double VK72s, and a Mouse. Hello Rajesh, how are you doing? And 2912 Korea. And a lot of LAOS fans. This is very important. Sheras on the cusp of their very first round win in the professionals tournament, and LAOS hoping to pick up a crucial point to cement their spot in the top 6. This is all or nothing for both teams. This is the most important moment for them. LAOS and Sheras, and both of them will be hoping that terrible internet connection will not be the man of the match, because it's not fun for both these teams. But we will be seeing LAOS sending most of the tanks over to the park side, and Sheras going for A. Very likely this is going to descend into a into a campy game, unless Sheras just pushes on. Still, LAOS seems to be getting that cap lead with Bloody Regina very close to C now. Sheras, VK is slightly slower, but there are 2 tanks going for A. Naruto is spotted. Exploding Guy going beyond A. LAOS is going for C. I think Sheras is not going for the cap at the moment. This is not on their agenda. Nangsang tries to get B. Sheras, are they able to reset B? Let's take a look at Hermes. Has to penetrate that shot. He couldn't. LAOS will get both B and C, and they will have a substantial cap lead. The cap increase will be 10 cap points for 2 seconds. So, not a lot of time for Sheras. They desperately need to find a way to rotate. And the hit points are still very close, but they don't want to drop unnecessary hit points. Exploding Guy taking 2 shots while side scraping, so that's not ideal at all. But Not Found has taken a couple of hits. Sheras, what would they do? Oh, we will see. Speedstar leading the way, but LAOS is completely ready. But it's big shots onto Exeter. Down to a 2-shot. Drops the reactive armor slightly too late. Sheras' rotation has been outsmarted. LAOS, now is their time to pick up the pieces. Looking very good for LAOS at this point. Hermes is now leading the way in this push, but Sheras can't do much. Langsang trying to take out Naruto. It's on fire. However, I think he could be taken out here. But the Explorer guy takes a lot of shots. A lot of one-shots from both teams. 7 versus 7 still. Langsang is out. Sheras getting control of the middle area now. Sheras is looking to take out the Bloody Regina. Extra out. Hermes out. Not Found out. Bloody Regina's down to 1-shots now. A 5 versus 5. Sheras is looking to make a comeback here. Speedstar takes out the Bloody Regina, and now Super Unicum trying to take out the very low VK-72s. They cannot afford to be killed. LAOS is taking out True very soon, and this is going to be extremely crucial now. Sheras is hoping that they can take control over to the seaside. The Foxy Ocean's down to a 1-shot. True is still alive, if barely. This is very important for both teams. True is out, Foxy is out, 2v2 over here. The VKs are still surviving. Exploding Guy has to penetrate this shot. He does penetrate the shot. Naruto needs to penetrate that shot as well. He does as well, setting Unicum on fire. But LAOS still has 2 caps compared to Sheras with only 1. Sheras is steadily winning this fight, winning this brawl, but no, LAOS might be enough to win. Speedstar bounces the shot onto Catgirl, and the double VKs are capping B back. Speedstar kills Catgirl, and Sheras captures B as well. But the Among Us fan has killed Speedstar, and all the Among Us fan needs to do is to stay alive. Sheras is trying to go for C. Last-ditch effort to get a win, but both of them are 1-shots. And there we go, there's a cap reset. Exploding Guy in C. Chieftain has to kill a VK. There is no stepping back from both teams. Naruto trying to angle his tag. Oh, but what is that? What is he doing? He is trapped. Oh my god. Oh no, Sheras could overtake LAOS in cap points. A terrible day for the sussy person. And Sheras got the tiebreaker in the spectacular fashion. Oh my god. The tiebreaker we all need. We all love this tiebreaker. What is going on? What is happening? Sheras, the Exploding Guy, and the Naruto, the heroes of this fight, completely obliterating LAOS in the middle area despite being 1-shots. The teamwork between these two guys is absolutely phenomenal. But what is he doing? Why did he go down like that, trapping himself? I have no words for this, but Sheras fully deserved to win this one 4-3. I'm so sorry, but what on earth is that? I am okay. Oh my god, what is this? Oh my god. Jeez. Oh, absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Sorry, what this is. Oh my god, LAOS would be very gutted to lose a tiebreaker like that. A big mistake from the chieftain, trapping himself like that. But we are seeing all the results in. Risk 4-2 against RN. And we are also seeing ID 4-1 against DT, and GB winning ICT 4-1. So let's take a look at the leaderboard now. ID and Risk, they haven't lost a single round. Both of them currently in the top 2. GB with 3 round wins, RN with 2 round wins, LAOS, CHRAS, and ICT, all of them with 1 round win. But that important win of LAOS will send CHRAS to the top 6 and condemning ICT to the 7th place. DT still have yet to win a single round, now with 0 round wins. And the next round will be very important. The next round they're playing will be CHRAS, CHRAS versus DT. If DT do not win against CHRAS, there is a good chance that DT will be out of running. Although they can still win against LAOS, provided that LAOS also lost to RN. I'm just saying this on what I that's also the damage. I just can't. I just can't. Oh my god, that is what a way to end this tiebreaker. And we have results. IMX 3-1 against To Go. And Elites 3-1 against Alter, which means the seeding will be IMX versus Alter and To Go versus Elites. Let's take a look at the lower echelon championship. So what is the results for the lower echelon championship? YKZ 3-2 against UX, but Kane won against 10JK. So well done to those to both of them. Which means we also have a seeding for the lower echelon championship. And that will be YKZ versus 10JK and UX versus Kane. Let me input the results. And while we wait, you can still apply for the giveaway. 3 battle passes to give away, and I will close the form at 55 minutes past. So get your applications in, and we'll begin the draw right away. Okay, so tomorrow, we'll be following the Challenges tournament. I will figure out which match to follow first, and yeah, I have to recover from that tiebreaker. That was extraordinary. Very spectacular indeed. Certainly want to remember for years to come. But yeah, what do you think tonight? The top six fight is surely on. Now it's going to be between LAOS, Sheras, ICT, and to some extent the DT as well. DT up against Sheras next. I think I will follow that just to see whether DT will still have a chance in the top 6. But the top 2, ID versus Risk. ID haven't played RN yet, so things will still change there. RM will be facing Laos 2 days after, and then GB. And it will be RM versus ID on the final day. So yeah, I'm going to close the form now, and I will be finding out there are lots of applications this time. So let me close the form right away, and it should have already been closed a couple of minutes ago. So let's begin the draw. Hopefully my stream will not crash. And that there will be no duplicates. I think I will have to remove some because I think there is a winner there. Oh, I found duplicates. Make sure you don't need to apply again if you have already won a battle pass already. I will remove your names from the draw because of that. So bear with me as I remove those names. And yes, just double checking whether I have duplicate names. No. Hopefully my last 3 games might as well be tiebreakers, but I don't think that will happen, to be fair. But let's do the draw now. Alright, so we will pick 3 winners from this lot, and let's reveal our first winner. Our first winner will be Cringe. Huge congratulations, and let's draw the second winner. Well, actually I will jot the name down before I continue. And there we go. Let's draw the next winner. The second winner is sorry, help me. It's Samarden. Congratulations in winning the battle pass. So, one more left to go. Good luck. There are a lot of chances in the next couple of streams. I am not notified of a giveaway tomorrow, so don't expect the giveaway tomorrow. Unless Tolian, who is hopefully in the stream, could answer me whether there will be a giveaway tomorrow. But as far as I'm aware, there is no such giveaway tomorrow. So let's draw our final third winner. And that will be the caller of IMX, I think. Eros has won the 3rd November Battle Pass. Congratulations. So there we go. We have our 3 winners: Cringe, Samarden, and Eros. So this marks the end of the raffle. And there we go. Thank you all for watching. And once again, let me reiterate: the current top 6 are ID, Risk, GB, RN, LAOS, and CHRAS. Top 2 is currently ID and Risk, and we have LAOS, CHRAS in both 5th and 6th positions ahead of ICT due to the tiebreaker rule. DT have yet to found a breakthrough, but 2 days after they will be first facing against Sheras, a great chance for DT to pick up a point, and then if they did that, the top 6 fight will be heated, and that's it. Challengers tournament, the seeding will be again. Let me go through them. It will be IMX versus Ultra and To Go versus Elite. Whereas the low actual championship, the seeding will be YKZ versus 10JK and UX versus Kane. And that's it for me. Thanks all for watching. See you later on the EU server. Bye for now.